Right now, live at 5.
How's Minnesota doing on infrastructure? We tell you about our state's infrastructure report card coming up.
Plus,
that they didn't have enough knowledge that the child was in danger.
We're learning more about when Amber Alerts are issued following the tragic death of a young Wisconsin girl. And we're looking back as today marks 4 years since the Husky refinery explosion in Superior.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Briggs LaSavage. You may have been among the dozens of Superior residents who recently got a postcard in the mail from a group calling themselves Husky Friends. On that postcard and on their website, the organization claims to be a public safety initiative hired by Synovus to protect and serve the communities surrounding the refinery, formerly known as Husky.
But tonight, Synovus Energy is calling that group and its mission a flat-out scam. CBS 3's Larissa Millis joins us now. Larissa, you heard from both sides today. What is the backstory here?
Kristen and Briggs, this morning we got a press release for a program called Husky Friends. They were offering Superior and Duluth residents the chance for what they called a complimentary hydrogen fluoride compassion kit. You'll remember hydrogen fluoride and its presence on the Superior refinery campus came into question after the 2018 explosion and fires there. The press release Husky Friends sent earlier today claimed to be from a PR firm called Spencer & Haugen. They also claimed Synovus hired them. When we interviewed them today, Jim Haugen, their spokesperson, confirmed everything in that press release. But then this afternoon, we heard from Synovus, their company reps telling us they did not hire that firm and it does not represent their mission. In a follow-up phone call with Husky Friends, their spokesperson admitted on the record their campaign was a satirical attempt to denounce Synovus and the use of hydrogen fluoride. Synovus says they plan to take action. Coming up tonight at 6, we'll hear from the spokesperson behind Husky Friends. He explains his side of the story and more about the motivation behind this campaign.
All right, thanks, Larissa. All of this coming to light today on the 4-year anniversary of those explosions and the fire at the Superior refinery. On April 26, 2018, a large explosion happened at what was previously known as Husky Refinery. More than a dozen people were hurt and thousands of Superior residents were forced to evacuate. The refinery has been offline since. Construction is expected to wrap up this year with a full restart in early 2023. A report card for the entire state of Minnesota. That's what Duluth city leaders received today as they take a look at infrastructure in our area and how it's performing.
When we think of infrastructure in Duluth, some things come to mind, like the bridges, the port, and the roads. For some major structures, major work is needed.
CBS 3's Quinn Gorham was at Duluth's port today to get a first-hand look at some needed repairs.
Well, today I learned there's plenty of work to be done here in the Twin Ports. That includes right here in the Duluth Superior Harbor. But before we talk about that, let's talk about the report card here. You can see Minnesota overall has been given a grade of a C. Now, there's some things that scored pretty well, like aviation and public parks, but other areas that scored not so well, like drinking water, roads, and transit. Now, this is the second report card for Minnesota, the first being from 2018. The cards give city officials and engineers an idea of which infrastructure projects to prioritize for funding. Right now, with a massive state budget surplus and new federal infrastructure money available, the state and the city of Duluth are in a position to tackle some of those issues. Today, city leaders and infrastructure planners came together to talk about improvements needed in Duluth. The state's port infrastructure is graded at a C-. While that grade is more reflective of river ports down south, Deb DeLuca with the Duluth Seaway Port Authority says it's an important indication of improvements that can be made here.
We have poured $35 million into our terminal in the past, since 2015, and there's still a lot more to do, just to give you an idea. So it's not surprising to see the grade that we see, and I think it's very important work, and that it really kind of sets the stake in the ground. We need to fund this infrastructure.
As DeLuca says, each terminal within the port has its own needs to maintain. That includes electricity, rail systems, and water. All those needs raise the cost of upgrades and maintenance. Now, the port isn't the only thing in Duluth that's in need of some infrastructure upgrades. One of the other things is the state's roadway systems, which, by the way, received a D+.
Thank you, Quinn. Coming up at 6, we'll hear how the city plans to secure funding for those infrastructure overhauls.
Chippewa Falls police are expecting to give an update tonight as the investigation into a 10-year-old's murder continues. Ileana Lily Peters was first reported missing around 9 o'clock Sunday night. Her dad called police after she didn't come home from her aunt's house, which was just blocks away. About 12 hours later, Lily's body was found near a walking trail in Chippewa Falls. While police haven't said how Lily died, they're investigating her death as a homicide. No suspects have been identified. Again, police are expecting to give an update on their investigation at 6:30 tonight. We will stream that live on our website and Facebook page.
Many of you have asked why an Amber Alert wasn't issued in this case. The emergency response system is usually used to send out information about missing children, but in this case, it wasn't.
Our sister station explains what the criteria is for issuing an Amber Alert.
Amber Alerts quickly tell people about the abduction of a child, but there's a list of criteria needed before an alert can be issued. A child must be 17 years of age or younger, in danger of serious bodily harm or death, and the initiating agency must have enough descriptive information about the child, the suspect, and/or the suspect's vehicle to believe an immediate broadcast alert will help to locate the child. Law enforcement says they have to know a child is in danger to issue an alert.
If there's not knowledge that the child is in immediate danger, or then they won't issue the actual Amber Alert. So that could be as simple as that. They didn't have enough knowledge that the child was in danger.
The process for issuing an Amber Alert includes getting the police involved, getting some questions answered, and a property search.
And then we're going to fill out the sheets, the paperwork to get in just the simple determine whether the child is just going to be placed under a missing person or an actual Amber Alert, depending on the information we have. We have a known abductor. If we do, obviously we can go Amber Alert. And is there a concern that the child is in danger?
Law enforcement say when there's no sign of grave danger, they try to use other outlets to bring attention to the missing person.
If it's just a missing child initially, we traditionally utilize things like social media, which obviously we'd seen that they were utilizing that. We would put out search teams involving law enforcement, family members.
Fire departments and rescue teams are also used to help search for missing children.
Coming up tonight at 6, we'll hear from a Wisconsin man trying to start a new statewide alert system for missing kids.
Dave joins us now for a look at the weather. Some of us under a flood warning tonight.
That's right, Briggs. Even though temperatures were more snow-like today, and we did get a dusting this morning, well, it's still warm enough for snow to be melting. Snowpack up in Itasca County melting, combined with Coochin County, combined with 4 inches of rain over the weekend, leading to a flood warning in effect from now until 1 o'clock Thursday afternoon for the northern slice of Coochin County, especially for the Little Fork and Indus areas. The roads may start to go under as the snow continues to melt. So folks there, do be cautious when you're out driving. For the rest of us here tonight, the clouds will slowly dissipate as the low pressure trough that brought flurries this morning moves farther to the east, and higher pressure from Canada settles in for Wednesday. So cloudy tonight, perhaps then sunny on Wednesday, but not really warm. Since it's from Canada, it's going to keep us on the cooler side. Normal high temp is 54. Tonight, we'll drop our lows to 22 with a mostly cloudy sky. Then for Wednesday, thanks to the sunshine, we'll make it to 40, but that's 14 degrees shy of normal. A mostly sunny day on Wednesday will not last into Thursday. We get another chance for a rain-snow mix. What are the odds? I'll let you know with my 7-day forecast in just a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, more construction is headed to the Mission Creek area in the Fond du Lac neighborhood of Duluth. Details coming up in City by City.
It's time to update your home with a fresh paint color and new flooring from Menards. DuraClean is an interior paint and primer in one that's washable, scrubbable, and stain resistant. Get a gallon of interior flat paint for $19.48 after 11% rebate. Finish your update with super fast vinyl plank flooring. It's waterproof and available in wood grain and tile look styles. Hurry into Menards to get 11% off all super fast vinyl plank flooring.
Save big money at Menards.
It's Chevy Truck Month. And it's time to add the perfect accessories to your new Chevy. Make it bolder. Make it work harder. Make it your own. Find new possibilities. Find new roads. Very well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on most Chevy pickup trucks. Plus, now during truck month, get a $1,000 accessory allowance toward the eligible purchase of a new Chevy truck with accessories. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Our health. It's what keeps us doing what we love. It keeps our communities strong. So, how are you doing? There's no easier way to take care of yourself than checking in with us, your primary care team at Essentia Health. In person or online, we offer scheduling and appointment options that fit your life. We'll care for you today and keep an eye on things for the future. And if needed, get you back on track. So take some time to connect with us because it's always good to check in.
I'm Carrie Bailey, and I am the audiologist with Audiology Concepts at the Duluth and Superior locations. A lot of gentlemen come in, they say, well, my wife is the reason why I'm here. She's been nagging me for weeks and months and years to come get my hearing tested, and I'm just gonna go get my hearing tested just to see where it's at. I wanna help people communicate, get over the barriers that we're able to get over, help them live a much better, more fulfilling life.
Call today to schedule a consultation with one of our expert audiologists.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News, live at 5. Here's a live look from Virginia, Minnesota tonight. The sun came out today, but it might not stick around for long. Dave will be in with this week's full forecast in just a few minutes. But first, let's take a look around the region.
Community updates near Mille Lacs, and trespassing fees are doubling for off-road vehicles in Minnesota. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We start off in Duluth tonight, where the public is invited to another meeting about road construction in the Mission Creek area. MnDOT will host the meeting and plans to discuss developing a new access road from Highway 23 to 4th Street. This would be at 134th Avenue West in the Fond du Lac neighborhood. Work will also be done this year for landscape restoration. The meeting will be virtual, and we will have that link on our website. Next, we head a little further away for another public meeting. This Thursday, the Mille Lacs Area Tourism Council will host a community meeting at Izati's Resort at 5:30. There will be a presentation on the new Keep It Clean campaign, as well as representatives from the DNR and Mille Lacs Band of Ojibwe Fisheries Office to discuss recent fish population surveys. Conservation officers will also be in attendance for any law enforcement related questions. And we wrap up across Minnesota tonight, where a new law is aiming to help with trespassing enforcement. It raises offense fees for trespassing while using any type of off-road vehicle. That includes snowmobiles, ATVs, off-road motorcycles, and more. First offense fees are now $250 compared to $100 before, and the price for second and third offenses also doubled. The allocated money from fines under the subdivision will be used for further enforcement of snowmobiling and other off-highway vehicle laws. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city.
Still to come on Live at 5, the Minnesota Senate passed a bill focused on public safety and reducing crime. We break down that bill in just a few minutes.
Well, let's break down today's temperature stats. 32 is what we achieved. 54 is the normal, a long way from normal. Cool enough for a little snow this morning. And another round of snow could come this week. Not tonight, though. It'll be slowly clearing, and sunshine comes around tomorrow, but even that won't warm us up. Will we get back to normal this week? I'll show you with my 7-day forecast, yes or no, coming up in just a bit.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Yes, there he is.
There he is. Combining your stuff is hard. Combining your TV with Dish? Easy. Prime Video. Combine your live TV and popular streaming apps like Prime Video all in one place. Live TV and streaming apps all in one place. Dish, tuned into you.
Heart attacks and strokes happen, even in the midst of COVID-19, and at least one will occur while you're watching this. Heart attacks and strokes are medical emergencies. If you experience symptoms of a heart attack or stroke, do not delay seeking care. Call 911 immediately. Hospitals are prepared and can safely treat you. Visit cdc.gov/coronavirus to learn more.
Ernie Johnson and Charles Barkley welcoming you back to Susan's Cubicle here in Accounts Payable.
All that work, just terrible for her posture and circulation.
Are you kidding me? She set herself a reminder to get out of that chair and move.
Uh-oh, it's Karen from the IT department.
But Susan tosses her a no-look wave.
Susan's putting on a clinic.
Stand Up to Cancer and Optum want to help you reduce your risk for cancer. Visit takeahealthystand.org.
Duluth is an important inland port, but how's it doing on infrastructure? We tell you coming up.
We woke up to flurries this morning, but tomorrow should be a different story.
Tonight at 6 on CBS 3. Get your news on the go, the CBS 3 mobile app. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, this morning we did get a little bit of snow, keywords, little bit. Let's take a look at some of the charts here on how much came down. Finland, 1.5 inches. Silver Bay got 1 inch. Towards Cotton, well, 0.8. Mercer, Wisconsin, 0.6. Bayfield, 0.5 inch. Then for Cloquet and Odena in Minnesota and Wisconsin, just 0.2. Cable got a trace. Another round of snows could be with us here for Thursday, and these snow totals here will be pretty enthusiastic compared to what could be coming. But we have to mention it just in case it pays off and slicks up the roadways. We'll talk more about that after we talk about the current conditions. They're coming in from Duluth International. Cloudier sky is what we have. 31 degrees is the current temp. North winds going 9 miles per hour. Air pressure, that's 30.37 inches of mercury. So just like yesterday, high at the surface, but with the trough dragging through up aloft, we still have these clouds, at least overnight. Tomorrow, the high pressure cell should go up a few thousand feet, put down the clouds, but not raise up our temperatures. We'll talk about that as well in just a bit after this look at our current temps. 30 degrees, that seems to be a common theme. 30 from Grand Marais inland up to Gunflint over towards Ely. Hibbing's got it as well, so does Cloquet. Into Wisconsin, just a hair warmer, running in general 32 to 35. Cooler for the UP, only the upper 20s there from Watersmeet to Ironwood. Temperatures probably won't perk up too much tomorrow, trying to raise towards 40 degrees closer to the lake, but the inland fringes just might go towards the upper 40s. One of the closest runs we're going to get towards normal, which again is 54 this time of year. Current Doppler map shows that the snow showers from earlier this morning faded away, but are still popping up here and there as that trough of lower pressure continues to drag out of the picture. But again, higher pressure coming in from our friends in Canada here will clear our sky for our Wednesday, make it mostly sunny. Temperatures, like we mentioned, should be around 40 by the lake, 35 to 40 by the lake, and then 45 to 48 farther inland. But Thursday is a different story again, because the high will go, a low pressure system comes to call, and it brings back about a 30% chance for another round of rain and snow mixes, which may pay off to the tune like this. International Falls, 1/10 of an inch. Grand Marais may get 1/10 of an inch. 2/10 is possible for Ironwood, 1/10 for Watersmeet, and the rest of us probably just a dusting like we got this morning. I know I had it on my car this morning, and 2 hours later I looked, and it had melted away, or at least sublimated. One of the two phenomenons made it go away. Coming our way right now, a look at our forecast for the next 7 days. Mostly cloudy tonight in Minnesota, with low temps getting a bit brisk. 12 for Ely, for example, 25 by the lake. So warmer by the lake overnight, and that includes Wisconsin and Michigan, except for our friends towards Ironwood. Only 19 there, but 20 for example, for Ashland. Tomorrow, sunshine in Wisconsin and Michigan, and then we go cooler by the lake. 42 in Superior, for example, 48 for Hayward. Minnesota, 35 to 40 by the lake, but 43 to 48 inland. The sunshine of tomorrow becomes the cloudier sky of Thursday with a 30% chance for that light mix. Then mostly cloudy on Friday. Another round of rain begins Saturday, Sunday, may last through Monday and Tuesday. 40 to 70% chances. High temps, though, they raise to the mid-40s. Not quite back to normal, but better than what we have right now.
All right, thanks, Dave. Lawmakers in St. Paul passed a bill aimed at tackling crime and improving public safety. The Minnesota Senate passed the Republican-led bill Monday in a 48-19 vote. It includes about $100 million aimed at recruiting and retaining more police officers and stiffer penalties for crimes like carjacking. Some Democrats say the GOP majority's package does not include enough money. It needs to pass the House before heading to Governor Walz's desk.
The Duluth Police Department is one that needs new officers, and now they're offering incentives to get recruits in the door. The new incentives offered to current sworn officers, new recruits, and officers who want to make a lateral move. The motivations include a 13% pay increase over a 3-year period, vacation accrual changes, and more opportunity for lateral movements within the department. The DPD has been struggling to both recruit and retain officers. You can find more information and how to apply at cbs3duluth.com.
New details tonight on the president's weekend trip to Minnesota. We have now confirmed Biden plans to speak at a memorial service for former Vice President Walter Mondale. That's happening Sunday in Minneapolis. Mondale died last April at 93 years old. The president has described Mondale as a dear friend and mentor and one of our nation's most dedicated patriots and public servants. The governor, both Minnesota's U.S. senators, and a presidential historian also plan to speak. The service, which was delayed by the pandemic, is invitation only, but it will be live streamed.
It's that time of the show now where we get to talk about adoptable pets. And today's pet comes to us from Precious Paws Humane Society in Chisholm.
This is Kelly. She's a 2-year-old medium hair cat looking for a fun new home. Our friends at the shelter tell us she's a little shy and distant at first, but once she likes you, she is as sweet as can be, and she loves a good snuggle. She also gets along great with other cats. If you'd like to set up an appointment to adopt Kelly, you can call the number on your screen.
Still to come, before veterans in Wisconsin take off on a trip to Washington, D.C., they're getting a gift from local students, thanking them for their service.
I'm Carrie Harris, owner of Diabetic and Comfort Shoes. We have been in business in the Northland helping you with your everyday foot problems stemming from diabetes to plantar fasciitis for the past 17 years. Stop in and see the complete line of men's and women's shoes, from SAS to Allegria to Vionic, for those millions of people battling plantar fasciitis. And we still have a great selection of comfortable shoes for diabetics, Medicare and Minnesota healthcare approved. Remember, no foot problem is too big or too small. We'll find the way to your soul.
Do you suffer from lower back pain while standing or walking? Northland Anesthesia Associates is here to provide you with surgical-free pain relief. With a fellowship-trained and board-certified staff, we offer each patient a customized, effective treatment plan. Our vast experience in pain management means we are able to treat a number of complex pain states through innovative anesthetic techniques, including lumbar epidural steroid injections, radiofrequency nerve ablations, and more. Our past patients rave about the care they've received, and we want to help you too. Call today for the relief you deserve.
At 7 West Tap House, we have everything from classic American lagers to small batch craft IPAs. Our rotating selection of award-winning beers is sure to have something for you. Pair a beer with one of our mouth-watering burgers and freshly cut fries or chips. Stop in today at 7 West Tap House in downtown Duluth.
Oh, is that what I think it is? The new DQ All-Star Summer Blizzard lineup? Boom! Oh, that's Girl Scout Thin Mints. New Oreo Dirt Pie, yum. Drumstick with peanuts, cotton candy. Oh, more summer flavors. Official treat of MLB. I'm gonna eat them all. This is fun. Hey, does that mean we won? Oh, but it was close. Oh, yeah, I hear ya. But just looking around, like, that's a lot of smiles, so looks like a win to me. DQ, happy tastes good.
Duluth Pack is the oldest canvas and leather pack and bag maker in the United States of America. Nobody else can say that. We are the one. This year, in 2022, we are celebrating our 140th consecutive year in business. Duluth Pack, being a historic company, has been here a long time. And we are so excited for the next 140 years.
The world changed in an instant, but at MediaCom, we were ready. And as internet traffic increased, we never slowed down. Schools and businesses went virtual, and we powered a new reality. For more than 20 years, we've been building a future-ready network to keep you ahead of it all. And now, MediaCom will be among the first to take you to 10G. We're making the next giant leap forward in internet technology and taking you further than you can imagine.
Mother's Day is fast approaching, and finding the perfect gift is easy at Numi Jewelers. We have a wide variety of gorgeous jewelry made for mom. Come shop with us.
True love is guaranteed at Numi Jewelers.
The never-forgotten Honor Flight Wisconsin lifts off next Monday, but before they go, vets are getting a gift from local students.
Several school-based clubs from the organization Be Amazing made about 100 fleece blankets for the vets, saying it's just a small gift to thank the veterans for their service.
It's been 2.5 years since Wisconsin veterans have visited Washington, D.C. on the Honor Flight, but now the wait is almost over.
We're anxious and ready to get up in the air again and get these veterans into D.C. to see their memorials.
Now the Wausau community is stepping up to get the vets ready for their flight. Student groups through Be Amazing made these fleece blankets to keep the veterans warm while they're in the air.
Sometimes flights can get a little bit chilly, and also as just a memento for them to have, knowing how much we appreciate their service and sacrifice.
The idea for the blankets came up during an event in October 2021, and students have been working on them since.
The students were really excited to find out that they were able to contribute to such a great cause. They worked really hard.
Be Amazing and the Honor Flight held an event at D.C. Everest Middle School to give out the blankets. For the veterans, the thought is touching for them.
It's a piece of everything.
It's amazing that they're doing it for the veterans.
Richard Brown served for 39 years, beginning in 1968. He says he was at the memorials in D.C. many years ago, but come May 2nd, it'll be even more meaningful for him.
Just being able to do all of it, you know, and then my son coming too.
Nearly 100 veterans will be going on next week's Honor Flight. Honor Flight Northland serves our region, and they have a trip planned for next May.
We've got a packed broadcast for you tonight. A major health update. First, a reversal on the guidance on if you should be taking an aspirin a day. Plus, we take a look at possible carcinogens that could be in your drinking water. That and more tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
CBS 3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
Here at Nicolay Law, we've been really fortunate to have people that have worked here for over a decade, to have people that are friends, people that are family members, and that transfers over to a unique law firm that wins for our clients because of that unique relationship, that connection, that dedication, that watching each other's back, and that everyone here wants to help each other, and more importantly, wants to help each other's clients.
Get local, award-winning injury lawyers. Get Nicolay.
A Ford built for you, by you. Get yours, built from the ground up with your choice of colors, wheels, and other available features specifically designed for your Ford. Want a head-up display and Escape, 7 GOAT modes in Bronco Sport, or best in its class gas torque and Ranger? You got it. And now an additional $1,500 bonus cash on top of all public offers. See your dealer for a Ford built for you, by you. Your Northland Ford dealers thank you for making Ford the best-selling brand in the Twin Cities region.
It seems like everyone has an idea on how to spend Minnesota's $9 billion surplus.
But as educators, we know that one voice needs to be heard above all others. Students. And yet, after decades of underfunding, they're the ones who have suffered the most. Increased class sizes,
diminishing mental health support,
and cuts to vital programs.
The time
is now. Use your voice, Minnesota.
Tell your legislators to fully fund our schools.
From April 25th to May 8th, Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza customers can donate money to St. Mary's Children's Hospital through in-store icon sales or by providing a donation when placing an order online. Customers can donate $1 or $5 for both in-store icons and online donations. Spend $5, get a bounce back coupon for a free cookie dough.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Tuesday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up at 6.
On the 4th anniversary of the Husky refinery explosion, postcards sent to residents in Superior are raising some questions. A group called Husky Friends sent those postcards claiming to be a public safety initiative hired by Synovus to protect and serve the communities surrounding the refinery. But tonight, Synovus Energy is calling that group and its mission a flat-out scam. Tonight, we hear from the man behind Husky Friends and the motivation behind this campaign.
That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next.
We'll see you back here at 6.